Adoption is to be able to open your home and your heart to another person and take them in and protect them and to care for them and to love them as if they're your own.
Adoption means blessing. It's a blessing because it gives children the opportunity to grow up in a loving house and to be able to experience freedoms and rights that they probably wouldn't have the opportunity to experience otherwise.
Adoption is being the hands and feet of Jesus.
Adoption is hope. Adoption is giving opportunity to a child that might not get that opportunity if things were to go differently for them or they didn't get adopted.
It's a blessing because it gives people who aren't physically capable of having children the opportunity to still be able to pour out life and love and happiness to somebody else.
Adoption is a chance. It's a chance for a new life, a new start.
Adoption to me is when someone gets to pick someone to be in their life. It's a huge blessing, and it's kind of a miracle that God will allow someone to get to pick who they want in their life.
I was born at the hospital and they picked me up the same day. So I have a great life with my parents. They're the only parents I know.
Honestly, I don't know where I would be if it wasn't a Christian home, because they have been such an impact on my life, and they uplift me in everything I do. They keep me grounded.
Looking back, growing up, every single time the church doors were open, my family was there. I don't even know how many Bibles that I have between my apartment and my parents' house. Bedtime stories were from the Children's Bible. And when I got older, my family encouraged me to get involved.
Growing up, they always sent me to Vacation Bible School. I always knew right from wrong. I was taught the Bible at an early age. When I was older, they sent me to youth camp with Trace Creek, and that's where I spent my summers. They put me in touch with the right people to lead me to the Lord, and I've learned a lot about scriptures, and if it weren't for my parents, I probably wouldn't be as involved in my church as I am today.
All of that exposure to the Word at a young age, I didn't learn morals, but I learned biblical truths, truths that have helped guide in making really tough decisions about life and relationships and friendships and stances to take, and truly, why am I taking them?
Raising my own family now, I see how important those things were that they did for me, and I'm so grateful for them. And as you get older and you become a parent, you realize how precious they are to you, and now having one that has gone on to be with the Lord, you're just so thankful, and you just cherish their decisions and their willingness to love, even though biologically I wasn't theirs.
If you've even got a thought that crosses your mind about adoption, take it to God in prayer and let Him grow that seed, because there's a blessing. There's a blessing in it for you. And I would sure hate to see somebody miss a blessing just because of a passing thought, when there's so many kids out there that need homes.
I would encourage everyone to reconsider adoption. Like, if they're having any doubts on whether they want to go through with it, or if they're having doubts on whether they think it's a good idea, I think that they should just listen to God and just let Him take control.
The important thing is to trust God, that He put you in the right situation at the right time. That, I think that that situation is, it shows greatly how God has His hand on your life.
Well, the first thing that I would encourage them to do is spend a lot amount of time in prayer, asking God what He would have them to do, and trying to block out what your own opinions and thoughts are about it so that you can hear His will for your life more clearly. And then I would make sure that I talk to people who have adopted. I'd talk to kids that have been adopted. You know, make your list of pros and cons. Get a support group around you. Let some people know that you're considering it so they can pray for you. You know, it's really something you can't take lightly. You're talking about a child's life.
To adopt someone, to give them a chance to know what it's like to have a dad, and not to be afraid to make mistakes, because we all make mistakes. The only difference is when you're a dad is you want to teach your children how to either correct those mistakes or how to live with those mistakes and not walk away, because we know the easiest thing to do today is to walk away. And that's why that there's so many dads that aren't in the home, because the easy thing is to leave.
If you're considering adoption, the first thing you need to do is pray about it and discern if it's God's will for your life and your family's lives. Once you discern that, any doubt that you might have about it, put it out of your mind, because God's going to take care of it, just like He did for me.
I encourage you to not be afraid, which is easier said than done. But my mother told me a story. She told me it when I was older. She waited for me to get older. But apparently the adoption process, in order to get me, took a lot longer than my dad anticipated. And there were just a lot of things that happened, back steps along the way. And on the day that my family went to go pick me up from the airport, my mother said that God gave her a vision. And she saw faces of all the people that prayed for the process to happen. And some of the people weren't what you would even consider close family or friends. So it shows that God was moving, and He had His hand on the situation, and He was uniting for a purpose. So I would definitely encourage you, not be afraid.
I think it's important for Christians to be involved in adoption, because humans are the ones that Jesus Christ came from heaven to give His life to save their souls.
I would say that if you feel like God is calling you to adopt, that you should go for it. It's changed our life for the better. Just knowing that we can do something to help another child.
Yes, I would consider adoption. I know the great influence it's played in my life, and it would be a great honor to, in turn, instill that in another life.
I know the joys and the blessings that I've experienced, and the freedoms that I've had, and the love that I've had from family and friends. And I would definitely consider adopting to be able to give those opportunities to another little child.
I would consider adoption because I know that abortion is very big in this country, and you have two decisions. You can either give life or take it away, and adoption is giving a brand new chance and opportunity to a child, giving them a new life and a new start.
My name's David. I'm a dad. I'm a husband. I have 2 biological children. I have 3 adopted children, and we have fostered as a family 14 other children.
I am Ashley Fralix. I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I'm a sister, I'm a daughter, and I'm a child of God. I was adopted.
My name is Nathan. I'm a husband, I'm a son, I'm a brother, I'm a child of God, I'm adopted.
I'm Christy. I'm a mom. I'm a wife. I have 2 biological children. I have 3 adopted children, and we have fostered 14 children.
I'm Ella Grace. I'm a daughter, I'm a sister, I'm a child of God, and I'm adopted.
My name is Elena, and I'm a daughter, a sister, a child of God, and I'm adopted.